and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Botcast, your source for Transformers and Transformers Earth Wars content. I'm your host, the Frankster, and I'm here with my good buddy,
The Arrow, DJ Hart, in stoic Shattered Glass faction. Fashion. I said faction. Fashion. Fashion. Say
which
that
faction is it?
fast.
You gotta make up your mind. Are you Autobot, Decepticon? Where are you?
I'm still Autobot. Shattered
Well,
Glass.
you're rocking Decepticon colors.
Shattered Glass Autobots.
Who should be lined with the Decepticons.
Yeah, they
Just
should.
saying.
I still don't like that. I want to know where it's going. I don't. I wanted bloody Shockwave. We got Goldbug.
Yeah. We did. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into the show. We got a nice juicy topic about our favorite war and raid team and how we like to use them. Before we get to that, let's go through the usual stuff. So starting off with the recap, and I know how your week went. You got Nightbird. I know you were very excited about that.
Every time I go back and rewatch that, I'm like, I was so hyped up. I was so excited. Like, 4-star bot, 4-star bot. And that was Nightbird. And I just had this just frozen, just. It sucked.
It was enjoyable to watch. It was hilarious because you were so excited and then just immediately the excitement died.
Yeah. And I shouldn't complain. It was a 4-star bot from a free crystal. I should not complain. But it was Nightbird. And then I went and got his War for Cybertron skin core at the near the end of my Crystal Rocket. And I was just like, really?
Was that your first Decepticon War for Cybertron skin?
Yes, because at this point I think we already have all of the Autobot ones are out there. So for those of us who have them, now we're gonna start getting the Decepticon ones. So Nightbird.
I still got an Autobot one, so I'm not sure how many more I need. I should be getting close though.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 rows of them.
Yeah. All right. Well, my week went pretty good. I got 4-star Ratchet, which I was actually okay with because of all the medics. His ability is my favorite. That healing grenade.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that. I'm not a medic person per se, but I'll find a use for him. I found a spot for Will Jack, and I got first aid on a team where he can be somewhat useful. So I'll find Ratchet a home.
Yeah.
The medics, I always get their names confused every time I talk about them. I don't know why. I know who they are.
Yeah, I do too. I don't get it. It's
First Aid and Ratchet look so similar.
They do. They even have the same.
It's like every time,
sequence.
like especially when it's like kind of blued out when it's a duplicate, it looks like Ratchet. It'll be First Aid or vice versa.
Yeah, you got to take a good look at their head because that's the only difference other than their paint scheme.
Yeah. Other than that, the event was pretty good. I mean, 25-5 to finish it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was right.
Yeah. And I got 20,000 points. I just had I could not be bothered to log in all weekend. I don't know why. I was having a rough weekend. So I missed out on some Spark. I missed out on those last set of 1,500 3-star shards, which does bother me. When I miss out on shards, it bothers me. I don't know. It just does.
What bothered me was the fact that the daily quests on the Cyber Pass were PvP and you couldn't do them while doing the event.
Yeah, like complete 10 PvP battles.
Yeah, in the middle of an event.
Yeah, and it's an event. Nobody who is grinding an event wants to sacrifice the fuel cells to go into PvP when they're trying to complete the event, especially the players who are still somewhat lower level, and it's a struggle for them to complete the event in the first place. I mean, I'm pretty high level. I mean, I've got HQ17, I've got a bunch of 5-stars. I'd like to think I'm pretty high level, but I still have to grind it out. Like, I didn't complete this event. It's still a grind for me to get there, and it's an exhausting grind for me to get to like 30,000. So yeah, that shouldn't have been in there. That should have been battles, period, not exclusive to PvP.
Well, I think what happened was the daily quests are randomized. Like there's just a massive like list of what they can be, and it randomizes them.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, they should have wrote like somehow. I'm not a like programmer,
Yeah.
but surely there's a way they could have programmed it to where on certain days, certain ones would be excluded from the randomization.
Right. Right.
I mean, I don't know how complicated that is, but it just caused a problem because you have to complete so many of even the daily quests to get all the way through the prizes.
Yeah. Now, if you are so far along in the cyber pass and you've got the extra fuel cells, that would sort of make up for it. So you still have the same amount of fuel cells that you're using for the event, but then you got these extra fuel cells now that you can put towards grinding on the battle pass, which might be what their intention was.
Maybe.
But I would still want to use all of them for the event.
And if you're one of the people that's doing the free cyber pass to see how far they can get, you're not going to have the 25 extra fuel cells.
No, you're not. You're just going to get the XPs, and you're going to get some shards and a couple of cores, things of that nature, alloy and energon.
And see, a lot of them will choose the event over the cyber pass and won't get far enough along in the prizes to want to spend the $10.
Yeah. Now I chose I'm pretty far along. I've got about almost 1,800 points in the cyber pass so far, but I chose the event. I didn't touch cyber pass, except for there was a couple like destroy 3 laser turrets. I think was one of them. So like I was able to do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, but when it says specifically PvP. Well, that peeves me.
Oh, I did both. I completed the event and did those. It was a chore, but I pulled it off.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy about it, but I was like, well, it's new. I mean, there's going to be kinks to be worked out. So.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, though. Overall, I'm very happy with the Cyber Pass. I'm enjoying it. I love the potential that it has. It was a great addition to the game. So I'm still like, hats off to Space Ape. They did a good job with it.
Yeah. My only worry is that I grinded so much this past week to try to knock out, as many of them as I could. My only worry is now I'm at the point where all the like seasonal quests are like in war and stuff. I've got all the ones I can do in PvP out of the way. So, but I was like, man, if it keeps going like this last week, I'm going to get burnt out having to be on this game so much constantly.
Right.
Because I spent weekdays like I would events, and it was starting to wear on me until I finally got through all of them. And I take a minute and go,
mm-hmm. Yeah, and they've said, even Astra, when she was on being introduced on Waz's stream last week, she even said, listen, everybody, we don't want you to exhaust yourselves. Eat, sleep, maintain your health, So, because they know the game is a grind. They know it is. Yeah. But at the same time, like, they are encouraging us to maintain our personal health and hygiene and whatnot. So it's like, kudos to her. I appreciated that.
Yeah, some of those prizes
not that we're listening, but
some of those prizes you really want to get early. The extra fuel cells and the 25 XP, you want to get to them as quickly as possible because they make a huge difference if you have them the whole 5 weeks.
Right, and I haven't even taken advantage. I haven't spent the $10 yet. I mean, I may as well. Yeah. I'm positive I'm going to complete it, but I'm just like, no, not yet. I don't know why. I'm just not yet. So maybe I'm waiting till I get to the 5-star shards, and I'm like, okay, doing it now. I don't know.
All right. Yeah, but I am enjoying Cyber Pass. The one little hiccup was this weekend, but other than that, I am enjoying it. I think it's a cool thing that's going to keep people more engaged with the game. So.
Yep.
But all right, I believe it is time for you to do what it is you do, and
all right. Well, I will do what it is I do, and what I do is the news. All right, everybody. So this week's event is called One Step Beyond. So this is going to be an Alliance Totalizer, 500,000 points to complete it, Super XP as has been the norm. The prizes are 40 premium combat chips, a G-Metal power core chip, and up to 6 gold power core chips. 150,000 combat sparks and spark. Yeah, 150,000 spark and combat spark. Took me a second. 1,500 4-star shards, 400 3-star shards, and 20,000 premium shards. So all good prizes, all things worth grinding for. Even if you don't get a new bot, you still get valuable resources from the dupe. 500,000 points is very achievable for most alliances nowadays, so kudos. All right, so here is the points breakdown, normal battle zones, and then here are all the prizes in the order in which you will receive them. A little bit of information on our new combat bots. Shattered Glass, Steel Jaw, and Ravage. So we've got bios on them now. So there's the bio for Steel Jaw. You're welcome to pause that and read through it. And at the bottom there's the bio for Ravage. You're welcome to pause and read through that. We still do not know what their abilities are, but I believe they're now in playtesting. So we'll probably start hearing some more about that in the near future. All right, game updates and information. Take a look here. So there is now a catch-up mechanic for Omega Supreme or Trypticon. Not Trypticon, Overlord. And the Titans, Metroplex and Trypticon. So if you do not have certain components for your Titans or your Mega Supreme slash Overlord, thank you. God bless, I can't use words today. That's all, folks. If you do not have parts for these characters, you will be able to buy them in a bundle. It will only appear to players who do not yet have these things. So there's a $10 one and a $100 one. The 3-star part will be in the $10. The 4-star part will be in the $100 if you can't be bothered to grind for the Shanix for a Mega Supreme. And then the same thing for the Titan. So you're going to get a Titan Spark catch up there. Now, how do I feel about this? I don't like it. I don't like that there's a catch-up mechanic. I don't think we're ready for... Waza himself has said that things need to become more available as the game progresses and these things get a little older in the game. But they've not been out for very long. I don't think it's time yet. I just don't. So, but that's my opinion. And then we get into the community corner where we have artistry from various players and fans. And again, everybody's doing a fantastic job. That looks like an aerial bot. That's also a dino bot. That's what that looks like to me. I'm not sure who that is, but it looks pretty cool. Alrighty, and then we have, that looks like Thrust from Transformers Armada. That's who that looks like. Alrighty, and then of course we have some alliances here that are seeking players. So here's their information here. You take a look at that and reach out to them if you are interested in joining. So, all right, and then we get down to the very bottom. Here we are in the schedule. We are currently in week 2. Combat premiums, 500,000 points. Then we have 3 weeks left in the game after this weekend. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the news.
All right, some exciting news. I'm with you. I'm not a fan of the catch-up, especially, wow, the price tag on that 4-star Mega Supreme part.
Yeah,
wow.
I think one of the reasons they're doing that is because they know some people will do it, but not everybody.
Yeah.
So that still kind of helps to keep that part somewhat exclusive because they're not going to do the event again. They've said that they won't. But, you know, but I personally still think that it'd be more worthwhile to, instead of just give you the 4-star part for $100, incentivize players to continue grinding for the Shanix. You know, because that's how you get it.
You could do weeks where, like, Raid gives double or triple the Shanix for that week, but the bases are harder.
Yeah.
You know, you could do things to help people catch up without just being, you know, here, throw down $100 and you get this.
Yeah. Because the whole point of Omega Supreme was he's the most OP combiner in the game, especially when you get his 5-star part. They wanted to keep him special. They wanted to keep him not exclusive because the game's not about exclusivity, but try to keep him to where not everybody's going to be able to get him, because if everybody has him, you know, like you said before, he loses something that makes him special, and that's how rare he is.
Yes.
So
Well, see, him being the 5-star is what I thought was made him so special. And now it looks like we're more than likely we'll get other 5-star combiners.
Oh,
So
I'm positive. I mean, there's not a doubt. They haven't said it out loud, and they haven't said
yeah,
who it would be, but I am beyond the shadow of a doubt we are going to receive 5-star combiners in the game. Volcanicus is going to be the first one. Defensor will be the second one. That's my prediction. So we'll see how that goes. So 2022, don't disappoint me.
Well, speaking of Omega Supreme, it is now time for the mailbag segment. And hopefully, I think at least a couple people voted for who I'm going to get, 4-star Omega Supreme part or Beast Wars Megatron. I have the Shanix. I'm ready to roll. In fact, I'm going to grab whatever part it is right here on the show today after you get done with the mailbag and I find out which one got the votes.
All right. Well,
so hopefully some people voted. I think a couple did.
All right. Well, you don't have to talk me into it. Let's read the mail. All right, guys. So here's the comment section of the last week's Botcast. And we have 41 comments, which is a new record. But to be fair, the vast majority of them are people saying Cyber Pass rollout because we were giving away, we were picking 5 names to give to Dale, who is the community manager, for a shot to win a free Cyber Pass. Now, as of this recording, Dale has not told us what name he picked. I don't know if maybe he announced it on another platform. I'm not entirely sure what the schedule is, but we have sent those names to Dale. So if you received a message from me asking for your in-game name, alliance, and all that fun stuff to give to Dale, be patient. Eventually, we're going to hear who wins. But in the meantime, so our first comment comes from me, and I voted for Omega Supreme because why wouldn't you do that? Our second comment comes from William Edward Hackman. The Cyber Pass is great. There's a lot of great prices out there. Yes, there are. I completely agree with you, William. The second comment comes from RB Blades. Awesome episode. RB Blades, thank you, sir. We appreciate you. The next comment comes from Itachi Yuchi. I may have butchered that. I apologize. But he says, finna have to use the skin core on my 5-star Prime when I buy the premium pass and the troop ability skip as well. But I'm going to do the exact same thing. If I get the 5-star Prime, that Shattered Glass core is going on him. So I agree with you. And then from William Shope, he says, Frankster, I agree with Hart Prime. 4-star Omega Supreme all the way. Thank you. I am working my way to 4-star part. DJ, what next 5-star combiner besides Volcanicus is the 5-star combiner, if you know what I'm talking about? So basically, I guess what he's asking is, who do I think the next 5-star combiner is going to be after my predicted Volcanicus? And that's what I just said a moment ago. I predict it'll be Defensor after Volcanicus. Because if you kind of read where we are with certain bots and what the 5-star layout is, you can kind of start to see a pattern. So I predict Defensor will be the next 5-star bot after they release 5-star Volcanicus. And then RB Blades comments again, and this is where the Cyber Pass rollouts start to appear. So we got Cyber Pass rollout. Lord Avik said, woot woot, Cyber Pass rollout. And then we have Bossman6774 asks, any plans to start up a page on Discord? Would love to see it. And I replied, not only did I ask him for his information, because Bossman6774 was one of the guys that we selected to pass on to Dale for a shot at the Cyber Pass, but I sent him a link to my Discord. At least I thought I did. Didn't I do that? No, I guess I didn't. Well, Frankie and I both are on Discord. We do not have a Discord channel set up yet for the Botcast, but I do have my Discord set up for my channel, and that's the Arrow DJ Hart. I will leave an invite link in the description below. All right, and then we have a ton of Cyber Pass rollouts. Lord Avik said Cyber Pass rollout is 4 a.m. Kudos to you, bud. that's pretty early in the morning. All right, and we have a ton more Cyber Pass rollouts. And that's pretty much it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so. That was the mailbag segment.
All right. Well, that means that Omega Supreme has won the vote by an incredible 2-1 blowout. No, 2-0 blowout. Big win there. Big win for Omega Supreme.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He has his supporters. All two of us.
All right. So I got the game pulled up here. Going to go into the Shanix store. And I don't know if you can see, but the 4-star part.
Right
I'm
there.
Going to click now. And there it is.
There you go.
I now have the 4-star part for Omega Supreme. Thank you, everybody that voted, all two of you. Like, maybe next time I get more people to vote. I was excited to see, how many people would go because I really didn't know if people would say the 5-star or the 4-star.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to see you do well, and 4-star Omega Supreme is definitely a way to get you there.
It was. No, I was leaning towards that. I was like, please let them pick Omega because at this point, I really need that extra 4-star combiner. On the team.
Yeah, Cybercore Alpha don't play around, man.
Yeah, no, these wars are crazy. These raids are crazy, and I need a 4-star.
Oh, yeah.
And that is going to lead us into our main topic because a few weeks ago, get my notebook back up here, William Shope.
William Shope. S-H-O-A-P.
William Shope. Sorry about that, William. I'm terrible with pronunciating some of the names. William Shope asked us what our favorite war and raid teams were. So we decided to make it a main topic. CyberPass pushed it back a week. But here we are. We didn't forget about you, William.
Nope.
We're here.
Yep.
And we are going to discuss. In fact, I'm going to bring up my my war and raid team. That way I can look right at them as I talk about it. But, DJ, I will let you go first. What are your war and raid teams, and how do you like to use them?
So for wars, I only have 2 teams that I will use unless it's like a ridiculously low-level base. Like we get in there and the first base is like a Zone 1 base, which even at our level happens sometimes. So that's when we get messages from our commander going, hey, if somebody has a hard time with this base, you need to let me know. But at our level, bases are typically HQ, 15, 16, 17. So there's only 2 squads that I will use. My A squad, which consists of my 5-star Windblade, 4-star Hotspot and Power Magna, and then my 4-star Skylynx, Strafe, Skydive, Jetfire, not Jetfire, Stormclash, and Cybertron Jetfire. Because when I did the math many moons ago, those aerial bots were the ones that had the strongest ability, that would do the most damage. So I made sure that because that's my favorite strategy, spamming aerial bots. So I made sure I had all of them on my team. I have 2 tank bots to soak up damage in Pyro Magna and Hotspot. Skylynx is on there because he's a little tankier than the average aerial bot, but he has a long range ability similar to an aerial bot, which is why I like him. So I have him on there. And then Windblade, who can be used like an aerial bot, but she's also a little tanky. So I can spam her from spot to spot. I can use her to pop outposts if I need to. So because they are all now level 58 or higher, so they are effective if I can pinpoint the right places I need to be targeting. It doesn't always work. There have been occasions where they failed because I just couldn't get them out of dodge. So when they fail, I go to my second team, which has pretty much become the B team, and that's what I used to call my Mix-Max squad, and that is led by 5-star Primal. I also have my 5-star Sludge, my recently acquired 5-star Red Alert, 5-star Springer, 5-star Slash and Cheetor, and then 4-star Elita 1 and Tigerhawk. Elita 1 and Tigerhawk are a good mix as it is, because you send Elita 1 in, she does a bunch of damage in an area, and then you have Tigerhawk follow her in, and he just takes out, he mops up for her, basically, and then you can repeat that if you want to. But I've also got my 5-star Cheetor on that squad, and he's now level 63 with a level 7 ability, and he has his Amalgamous Prime Core, which is now level 18, I want to say, maybe level 17. So he's kind of a beast, quite literally. And he will go and now his biggest challenge, because I don't put his G1 core on him, is honeycomb bases. He has a hard time with those, and that's why Elite One, Tiger Hawk, and some other rush bots. That's where they come in. Sludge, well, I don't level Sludge's ability, so it's still level 1. So honeycomb bases, he's useless at. I could hit it 3 times and it still won't take out the walls, because I don't want to put the spark into leveling his ability right now. But like good example, we were in a war this morning against Cybercore Elite of all alliances. Cybercore Alpha versus Cybercore Elite, and I managed to beat the first 2 bases. The first base beat my A squad, but then I came in with my Mixed Max squad with all the 5 stars I'm just talking about, and I cleaned house. And then the second base I was able to take out with my A squad. So those are the 2 bots that I use for wars. For raids, I use those same 2 squads, but it also depends on what raid base I'm in. So I'll try to use just them because they're my strongest ones. But if it's like a Titan by himself and all the defenses have already been taken out, I will use my gunner squads and I'll just keep spamming their abilities, especially Hound, because he's just boom, 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 boom with all those hollow bombs. And then, of course, I will always have a maxed out combiner, be it my 5-star Mega Supreme or my 4-star Superion, preferably a Mega Supreme, especially for those high level bases in wars. And then now we have Titans, so I'm leveling my Titan. I have 4-star Titan. I use the Titan Beam ability, which is most devastating. And that's pretty much my strategy for war and raids.
All right, my turn. My strategy, I have one team, just one, and I throw all my strongest spots in it. Our alliance, we are crazy, like as far as how far along we are in war and stuff, and we face teams, even with my strongest spots, like the war today you were talking about, I can't get through the first base.
Now
I can't even close.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, because I'm always out of touch with the pecking order, I do believe that Cybercore Alpha is the number 2 alliance in the Cybercore family. And we were up against Cybercore Elite this morning, which is the number 1 family, number 1 alliance in the family. And when I was looking at the difference in the scores, buddy, what are we even doing?
Yeah,
it was like I think we had like 1,000 points when I looked, and they were over 4,000 points. Now, to be fair, they have more people in their alliance too.
Yeah,
at least I think they do.
I mean, those bases.
I know. I mean, I got the first 2. I managed to do the first 2, but yeah, they cleaned our clocks, man.
Yeah, I didn't have my my 4-star combiner Magnaboss. He was being upgraded, so I was behind the 8 ball anyway. All I had were 3-star level 10 combiners, and they're like, the second the other guy's combiner launched, it was over. Like even Omega Supreme, it was just like he was done.
Yep.
So, but my war squad, they usually do pretty good, just not at the level we currently got to. So I got 3 of my 5 stars on the squad. Optimus Primal, he's a beast. Skyburst and Drift, who I just got to level 51 today using the skip and upgrade you get with Cyber Pass. Amazing. So I also, you'll never guess one of the 4 stars I have on that team. Go ahead, DJ. Guess.
On your war squad?
Yes.
One of the 4 stars you have on it?
Yeah.
You said I'll never guess.
Yeah, you'll never guess.
Oh, God.
You will, but you know which one I got on there. Come on.
I don't.
Oh, come on.
A 4-star?
Yeah, it's a 4-star. One of the 4 stars on that squad, because I have 3 5 stars, and then all the rest are 4.
3 5 stars. Oh, swoop. Swoop. You got swoop on that squad. All day long.
I do have swoop. Yes.
All day long. Swoop.
I also have Cheetor, Elita 1, Windblade, and Sentius Magnus.
All good bots. You know what? I don't use Sentius Magnus at all. I use him in raids. I should. He's awesome. I don't know why I don't use him. I guess I just don't want to put the time into it, but he's a great bot.
Yeah, I put the resources into him to get him up there, and he is a hoss. His ability, let's see. I have Sentius Magnus here. I have his ability up to level 7. Which is about as far as I take any 4-star.
Yeah.
Because I kind of tier it like a 2 and a 3. 2 to 3 is all I'm going to level their abilities to, even back in the day. Then with the 4 stars, I'll go to 7 or 8, depending on the bots. Like
Yeah.
Swoop's an 8,
Yeah.
Cheetor's an 8, everybody else is 7.
Yeah.
And then my 5 stars, I'll go all the way and max their abilities out. But yeah, I have a G Metal Vitality on him, and I actually have Smashdown as the combat bot on him.
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah.
yeah, he's pretty beast. Swoop, I actually just recently got a G Metal G1 Swoop core.
Oh, you did get that.
Yes, I got that.
I've got
yes.
it too. I haven't put it on him yet.
I got the with the Cyber Pass where you get the G1 bot chip core as one of the paid prizes.
Yeah.
I cracked that open and it was a G1 swoop core and I like lost my mind. I was like, I wish I was recording this because this is amazing.
I hope I get the G. I really hope that I get a G Metal, either a Chrome Jetfire core or a Prowl G1 core. One of those two out of that. That's one I'd really like to have.
Yeah, and I got my 5-star flak on Swoop too because, of course, my favorite combat bot on my favorite bot. It just works.
Flak.
Cheetor,
you're full of
he has the Amalgamous Prime core.
Okay.
He's got a 3-star Rat Trap that's level 8 to help with mines.
Yep.
And his Bestial Fury is at level 8, so he's pretty beastly.
Yeah.
So, and let's see, Optimus Primal. Obviously, the Quintus Prime core because he's the leader of the minion squad. So, destroy anything, he gets a bot.
Yep.
I got a 4-star Stripes on him to heal him as he's battling because he lunges in.
Yeah.
So I thought, who better to attach the healing combat bot to?
Yeah.
And then, of course, Battle Orders is level 10. May become level 11 when I get that free ability upgrade. It's between him and Skyburst, who uses that.
Mm-hmm.
Skyburst, Solus Prime Core to give the gun turret that spawns.
Yep.
3-star Red Heat with a level 10 ability. So, I mean, they're all pretty beast. Alita 1, just a quick version. She got a 3-star Smashdown, G Metal Rejuvenate Core, and a level 8 ability. So I did do her to level 8. So.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, Alita 1, that ability, oh my God.
I have my Alita 1 is... She's the only bot I have that's completely maxed out. She's She's level 65, level 11 ability, and she has a maxed gold Elite One's armor core. I could do with a G Metal of those. I could also do with a good what combat bot to put on her because right now I've just got a 2-star Lionizer on her because I don't know what else to do with it, and all my other really good combat bots are on my A or B squads. So.
I have a great Alita 1 story when it comes to war, though.
Uh-oh.
The war you were talking about where we had the level 1 base.
Yeah.
I pulled a U, and I just threw Alita 1 out there and just did the ability once on the HQ, and it was like, boom, fight over. Because I was like... Because I hadn't even looked to realize that was the base. I just selected my war team and went.
Yeah.
And then I'm like... What?
Yeah,
I'm like,
there's nothing there.
I don't know what to do here. Like a little one
I've
ability.
seen this before.
yeah, I've seen DJ do this before. I was gonna take one out of his playbook and just one shot the HQ.
You can't even say that it's mean because this guy is in a war at that level. It's like it's not mean, dude. This is war, buddy.
Oh man, and
that guy is clearly the infantry.
All right, so my Windblade, my 4-star Windblade, I have a 3-star Lionizer level 7 attached to her.
Yep.
A level 7 gold Rejuve core. I really need to go back in because I've got some G Metal ones since then. I need to upgrade that on her.
Yeah.
And then her ability's only level 5, but that's really all you needed at the one shot. Even things on wars that are way above me, she's still taking them out with that ability level 5.
Well, I've run into, as you progress, so my 5-star Windblade is level 58. Her ability is level 11. She has a 5-star Lionizer on her that is also maxed out. She also has a maxed out Onyx Prime core on her. And she's usually the first to die on my A squad. Because I'll send her into some pretty dangerous situations. But there have been several occasions where the thing I told her to go and destroy does not blow up in the first shot. She has to stand there melee it for a minute. Usually it's the buildings that have the stronger HP, like your shock towers. Things of that nature. Now, mortars, laser turrets, rocket launchers, you take those out in one shot. But
see, I don't even send her after the shock towers. Like only if every other major defense is gone.
Right.
I'm just like usually first thing missile launchers, then lasers, then mortars, then I'll go for shock towers.
Shock towers never used to concern me, but here recently, where now they've gotten the shock tower cores, where they can expand their range to become more frequent, or at the cost of damage, or they can have the same range, but there's a core that gives them an EMP effect, and it goes off every couple of seconds. That makes them dangerous because, especially if somebody has built a time trap. So you gotta look to see what core is on those, and you may have to take them out from the get-go before they cause you a problem. Especially if they've got the two of them right there up front and center, and then right in front of those is all the outposts. And
I got something for that.
Yeah,
it's called Blades.
Yeah, there you go. Well, but then you got to look to see if they got
Blades
an
isn't on my war team, but he's on my A team.
Yeah.
And if there's a situation like that, like I'll send a bot like Optimus or Windblade in to launch the outpost bots. Boom, Blades ability.
See, I never use Blades, so what I'll do in that situation is I'll launch a bot to pop all the outposts, mix, all that fun stuff. Typically one like Elite 1 or Windblade. So that if there's a combiner somewhere, I can pop him as well. And then once they're all popped, drop my Omega Supreme. They're all going to come rushing at him. I'm going to go in with the Rush Stomp ability, and then I'm just going to turn his 5-star ability on, and there's just going to be a storm of brewing. And then after that goes, I'll just 4-star his ability the rest of the way. And then even if he doesn't take all of it out, then the rest of my squad will mop it up. And as long as the HQ isn't super high level, then it's pretty much a clean, I can take the rest of that stuff out. Because his death will cause more lightning bolts to come down, and then now that Titans are a thing, I can use him as a substitute for when I was not able to use his ability to clean up some of the defenses up near the top of the base. So, yeah, in lieu of Blades, Omega Supreme is who I use for that scenario.
Yeah. And also, anybody raid strategy in particular, Blades and Cosmos are your friends.
Yes.
Because their abilities and their ability to hack, also Perceptor.
You
hack shock towers, like the big shock towers with a lot of health, like on a raid, you will devastate everything around it if you can keep it hacked. Just keep spamming their abilities. You will totally rack up some points.
You'll rack up points. You'll do a lot of damage. You'll make it easier for the guy to come in behind you. Do not, if you are in a raid and you see that Thunder Tower, do not make it a priority to take that out. Leave it alone. Take out everything else around you, like the laser turrets and things of that nature. Continue to hack that Thunder Tower. Let your squad, let your alliance mates know that you need to hack that Thunder Tower. Because that is a surefire way to score some points. I haven't done it in a while because I don't have any hacking bots that are high enough level, in my opinion. But it's
Attack of the Animals.
Yeah, well, like my cat just came running in here, and I was like, "Oh, what the heck?" And then there's a dog. Oh, that's what's going on.
But yeah, I'm still trying to get Blades and Cosmos leveled up in the 50s, where I feel comfortable building just a team for raid.
I used to use them when they were still at level 40.
I use both of them, like the war team for both right now. But my plan is take basically the war team, take the 2 or 3 weakest bots out of it, substitute them with Blades, Cosmos, and Perceptor, and make that a raid team. That's my ultimate goal. So
also, this is another thing. Now, look me in the eyes. I hate battle boosts. Hate them. But there is a Kremzeek that hacks defenses. In lieu of a hacking bot in a raid, or any other situation for that matter, have that hacking bot hack that Thunder Tower. Use that Kremzeek to hack that Thunder Tower. It works just as well. You just can't spam it. You can only do it one time.
Yeah.
And that's all I got.
He actually said a battle boost was useful.
Yeah,
they're all situation. Okay. Titan, Smite, and some of the other ones, they're really useful too.
Yeah, those are good. Especially if you're a low enough level, it'll just destroy everything.
Yeah, yeah. So there are use for battle boosts. Now they do get annoying because you'll get stuck with like 500 million of a useless Crimzeek, and it does happen.
Yeah.
And then I got to where I'll just start using them just to get rid of them. I'm like, I don't want these. I'm just gonna like battles I could easily win anyway. Select that Crimzeek and just use it to try to get rid of it because I don't want them.
But then you go to your crystal cracking on Monday and you end up with like 10 more.
Yeah,
Like,
I
oh
know.
my God. I hate that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh. But yeah, that is basically our war raid teams and strategies. I pretty much stick to one team. DJ's got a couple, but soon I will have a raid team. I'm just trying to get everybody to where they're strong enough that they won't just die really quickly in the raids that our alliance does.
Yeah.
Because we
And
do
don't create one squad and think, okay, that's the squad I use for this. This is the only squad I'm going to use for this. Have a couple of different raid squads that have different strengths and weaknesses. So, for example, a hacking squad, a squad that has, Perceptor and Cosmos and Blades on it. Have that squad for when you come across a base that's loaded with Thunder Towers. That's your strategy. Hack those Thunder Towers. And then you have healers to keep them safe, And then have another squad that has, like, a bunch of aerial bots on it and a couple of tank bots. So the tank bots can go in and soak up damage, and you can just spam those aerial bots on the defense you're trying to take out, like the giant beam laser or something like that, or mix and match, have one squad that's got like Perceptor on it, so Perceptor's hacking this Thunder Tower, and then have some aerial bots that are trying to take out a beam laser over here, and then have a couple of healers spread in there.
Cybertron Jetfire. Have him on a raid team.
Yes! God, I can't believe I forgot him. He's on my A squad. Cybertron Jetfire, his ability is one of the... It's kind of in the middle of all your aerial bots as far as how strong it is on a standard PvP or event grinding situation. But in raids, it is the most powerful tool you have to like spam an aerial assault on the base. It does devastating amount of damage to a target, and it will EMP that target for X amount of seconds. So he's the best one you could use against those acid mortars, against those big beam lasers, things of that nature. So that's, Cybertron Jetfire all the way. Not just his 4-star. Use his 4-star and his 3-star. Hell, if you're a low enough level, use his 2-star. It will work. And the 2-star will be more devastating than the 3-star Stormclash would be in a raid. Yeah. Use it.
All right. Well, that is pretty much it for our main topic this week and really the whole episode. We got a pretty good topic next week, though. We're going to step out of the Earth Force bubble a little bit and just talk about Transformers in general. Still kind of applies because it's Shattered Glass related, which is, where the game's at right now.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to discuss our favorite Shattered Glass character designs, which ones we think are awesome, which ones we think are really cool. And, we may even get into which ones we hope at least the skin makes it into the game. Because, I'm definitely, there's definitely a couple of them that I have seen that I'm like, I want that bot.
Yeah, for sure. I want to know what that bot's ability is going to be.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty exciting. If nothing else, at least get the skin of them because they're just cool looking. So we're gonna get all into that next week. Make sure you check out all my daily videos this weekend. Got an Alliance event coming up. May not be one Sunday because it's only a $500,000 event, and my Alliance should knock that out probably by late Saturday, early Sunday at the absolute latest.
Yeah, we're pretty good about that on the $500,000.
Yeah, and also coming soon on my channel, maybe up before this video or slightly after it, but I'm going to crack an Autobot new joiner bundle, so that's going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah.
See what I get. Yeah, I've been talking about it for several weeks now. I finally got up and bought the bundle and did it. So so going to be pretty exciting there. And don't forget our Crystal Krakens on Monday. Mine usually up in the morning. DJ's on his channel usually comes up about that afternoon.
Pretty late at night because, I don't do mornings. So it's all I can do to get out of bed and get ready for work. I get off of work typically about 6 o'clock on Mondays. So I'll start recording my video maybe about 7:30 if I'm lucky, because I get home and I gotta get out of my work stuff, maybe clean up whatever mess my dog made, feed him at 7, and then hopefully get that posted by like 10 because I gotta go in, I gotta edit it, and it's fun. So yeah. I mean, just look for early Tuesday morning is probably the best thing you can do. I have it up by Monday, but you probably won't see it until early Tuesday morning because by the time it's posted, you're in bed. So like this past Monday, I was up till 2 a.m. to get it done.
Yeah. All right, yeah, but definitely check all that out, please. Should be entertaining. Hopefully you enjoy all of our content, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We could use all the help we can get to help grow the podcast.
Oh yeah.
The better we do as a whole, the better the show will do because the more resources we'll have to put into it. So
yeah. Oh, before we go, I forgot. I have to announce the winners of my 4 loot links that I was giving away on my last crystal cracking.
Oh, there we go.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, not as many people. I was giving away 4 loot links, but only 2 people answered. So, congratulations to RB Blades. We have seen too much cat butt in this video. Too much. And Optimus Prime 9747, you're the only 2 guys that actually answered my question, so each of you will get 2 loot links apiece. Because I had 4 to give away, and only 2 people answered, so you both get 2 apiece. So, everybody, tune in to my next crystal cracking. I will be giving away 8 loot links. 8. So everybody tune in, watch for the trivia questions, hunt for the answers. You could get some loot links. Tune in.
All right. That's pretty awesome. 8 loot links. That's exciting. Lots of people are going to get some goodies there. So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is it for this week's episode of the Botcast. Hope everybody enjoyed it. We will see y'all on our individual videos over the weekend, and we'll be back next week. So be sure you keep tuning in. Same bot time, same bot channel. Frankster out.